to Squadron Scale Workshop. My name is Brett Green. Last week I posted an inbox review video of Tamiya's brand new 1/48 scale Kawasaki Ki-61 Hien. Tonight we're going to take a look at the assembly of the model. And here is the completed beast. Typical of virtually all Tamiya models, the fit was perfect, detail is very good straight from the box, surface textures are really restrained and fine, absolutely world class, and it was just a pleasure to work on. It's one of those models where you find yourself grinning to yourself. Some of the engineering and breakdown decisions are so clever. I built the model nearly straight from the box. I did source a set of Eduard lap harnesses from their steel series, and I also quite liked this overall yellow-green upper surface on one of the lifelike decals aftermarket re-releases, and decided to finish it in this scheme. But let's take a look at the assembly of the model. I started construction by gathering the pieces that were to be glued to the inside of the fuselage halves. And here are the parts in place. I've also sprayed silver and masked the inside walls of the radiator fairing. Here are the other cockpit components. I've separated these into groups based on the colour that they'll be painted. We have desert yellow and black here. The plastic instrument panel has raised circles representing instrument bezels and decals for the dials. These are applied over black paint and future floor polish. Eduard's steel harness straps are very thin and very flexible. The halftones look good too. Here are the cockpit elements, painted, weathered and ready for installation. And the sidewalls, also painted and weathered. The cockpit is built up in layers. Here, the machine guns and top deck have been added. And now the instrument panel is in place. The rear bulkhead with the seat and harness straps included. Tamiya supplies a rudimentary engine. I've tacked the parts onto a small paint box in preparation for painting. Although I have painted and weathered the engine, I really probably shouldn't have bothered, as you'll never see any of it once it's trapped between the fuselage halves. Although the instructions don't mention it, this part is included on the sprues and can actually replace the engine as a way to mount the propeller and also provide a nice secure fit between the nose halves. I chose to fit the engine though. With the engine fitted, the fuselage halves were brought together. The cockpit tub, for want of a better word, is actually inserted into the completed fuselage from below. Here's what it should look like once it's glued in place. Although the cockpit looks a bit rudimentary on the sprue, once it's fitted into the aircraft, it is really quite wonderfully detailed. Here's the front radiator face, the ramp, and also the mid-lower wing section. The way these parts are broken down suggests that we might see other variants of the Ki-61 or possibly even Ki-100 in the future. The assembled wing seen from below.
wing and the fuselage are brought together in almost a click fit method, with the rear of the wing being slotted in and the leading edge being pushed up to meet the bottom of the fuselage. The rudder and the horizontal tailplanes. Elevators are fixed. Here is the very nicely done radiator splitter plate. And the splitter fitted in front of the radiator face. Note that the bottom of the housing is a separate part yet to be added. Basic construction is close to complete now. We've just got a few detail parts to add. And here is the lower surface. Fit, as you can see, is close to perfect. Components of the propeller assembly. The spine of the model features a narrow insert that means that there is no centerline seam in this spot. And here is basic construction complete. And a view from below. Check out that fit. Incredible.